Hey guys, it's Pursuing Bunnies.
We're back with Date Warp.
And we're on Alben's routes.
Woo!
Uh,
Um, so we are about to do this. That last time took us a full episode. I don't even know if this. I don't know. But in any case, we're just gonna jump into it because it is long.
yeah, alright. With the tension in the house calmed for now and dinner uneventfully behind us, we're hanging around together. It's a little like a slumber party, even though I haven't been one to those since I turned 13, and I'm willing to bet you've never been to a slumber party where it was only like 5 guys and you.
But your mom and dad would not approve of this situation.
Probably not.
The name of the game is I Never. When it's your turn, you must state something that you have never done. Like, I've never ridden an elephant?
The idea is to pick something that you haven't done, but you think the rest of us have. So, probably no elephants.
I don't know. We don't know their world.
That's true.
Usually, this is a drinking game, but as some of you don't care for alcohol, that's what the chocolate peanuts are for.
Each of us has a small bowl containing 6 chocolate-covered peanuts.
If you have done what the speaker never has, eat a peanut.
And now I want peanuts. Not chocolate-covered ones, but I want peanuts. Sorry.
Anyway, I don't have peanuts at my house that I'm aware of.
Whatever, I'll live.
And if you're not sure it counts, it counts. Whoever runs out first loses. Which will probably be you. Perhaps, however.
He holds up a finger in the air dramatically.
I have never cheated on a lover.
Raphael coughs.
I may have had more than one at the same time, but everyone involved was aware of the situation and the rules. That's not cheating.
Everyone was. What? As? No, we don't want to know.
Yeah, do not ask a question
Do not
you do
know.
not want to know the answer to. Do not ask. Do not.
Please. There's a moment of silence while everyone looks at each other. Finally, Alben shrugs and takes a peanut.
Alben? There was this girl. We went out a couple of times, nothing serious. Then she got all crazy. She started telling people that what I was going to do, like it was her decision without even asking me. She picked fights and then came running to me to protect her. So I made it very clear that I was not her property in public with her best friend.
Oh, ouch. How should Janet respond to this information? I don't have to do this because we've done this one.
Right.
So scold him or stay quiet.
I don't know. Like, because it didn't really, I don't think it really told us.
It doesn't tell you what is good or bad. It just sort of, based on the decisions, you either get the good ending or the bad ending. Whichever one sort of, I guess the good ending is when you choose the choices that get you more interactions with the character.
Which, we know that if we stay quiet, there's not going to be an interaction. If we scold him, there will be. But since we aren't really, like, trying necessarily for the good or bad route, because next time around we'll just choose the different choices and get the route that's opposite it. So why don't we just pick one?
Okay. Because, I mean, he didn't seem, I don't think he gets mad when you scold him, though.
No.
Excuse me.
I think he's just like, whatever.
Yeah. That's awful. If you were mad at her, you should have just broken up with her honestly.
Yeah, well, it made me feel better. I do stupid things sometimes.
That changed, of course.
Yes, it did.
But I mean, we're on his route, so
Yeah.
it makes sense.
I'm glad that some of this stuff is going to change because, oh my gosh, if it didn't, this would be long for the people watching, but longer for those of us who have to do it.
Yeah.
You can skip things.
Right. It's hard to be mad at someone when they admit they're an idiot. That's the frustrating part of this. And see, he was smiling when I did that, so I don't think that was necessarily a bad choice.
Yeah, we may be headed for a good ending, although we've only made one choice, so you know.
Though we do know that Alben is Highly sarcastic.
Yeah. So, I suppose it's my turn. Well, I have never snogged a man.
What is snogged? Alvin and Lynn stare at me. Nathaniel covers his smile with a hand. Or Alvin and Lynn stare at me. Nathaniel covers his smile with a hand.
It's, kissing with tongues.
Oh. Oh! What a funny word. Well, I've never done that either. With a grandiose flourish, Lynn takes a peanut from his bowl. Nobody looks terribly surprised, although Bradley rolls his eyes a bit. And back to the part of, we don't want to know what you've been up to, Lynn. We really don't.
So confused by this character.
I don't know how much we'll figure out in his route, but we'll find out.
Unfortunately. You next. Very well. I have never driven a motor vehicle.
Everyone else except Raphael reaches for a peanut. I don't have a car, but I took driver's ed, so that means me as well.
Why not? Some people find cars interesting in themselves, but I never did. If I need to go somewhere, I can get someone to drive me, usually. You've been quiet, Bradley. Your turn. I'm not sure what's safe to ask.
Safe?
Well, you're,
Uh-huh. He cuts off and shakes his head. Maybe he'll finish that when we're on his route.
I don't know. Guess we'll find out. I've never worn makeup.
Well, that's me then. Lynn's, Alben, and Raphael reach for peanuts as well, but not Nathaniel. I suppose the rest of them have dressed up for Halloween? Or, Alben was once a goth, Lynn's is probably into something creepy, and Raphael was in a play.
That's right.
Yeah. So, my turn. What should Janet say she's never done?
Well, we know that if you say you
I could
kiss
seriously just, yeah.
a girl that gets you with, or that gives you an interaction with Raphael.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is really going to benefit us. I don't know that a broken bone did anything, but
Broken Bone Bradley had a story. Alben took a peanut, but I mean, we just kind of assumed. I guess we'll go with Broken a Bone, because.
it works.
Yeah. I've never broken bone. Looking around, I see Bradley, Alben, and Linz taking peanuts. Any interesting stories?
Well, there was this kind of steep hill in the neighborhood. We used to ride our bikes down it and see how fast we could go. Then I had this idea about making a ramp at the bottom to see if I could take off, and it worked. Kind of. Except I didn't make anything to land on.
What a boy. Yep. How about you?
I fell down some stairs. I caught myself badly. Distal radius fracture.
Which means a broken wrist. I wonder if he knows I know that, or if he just doesn't care if people understand what he says. Alben? He shakes his head.
Nothing interesting.
Darn it, I was hoping we'd get more of a story here. Because we got more of an interaction earlier.
Well, we can't. We
Oh,
can't
well.
always have stuff.
Darn it.
Oh well. So that leaves me.
There's a long pause while his eyes flicker back and forth.
I have never
We wait for it.
worn pink socks.
Everyone stares at him.
What? I haven't.
I'm not absolutely certain whether I have or not. I would never pick them out for myself, but my parents probably put me in something pink as a baby. I assume I'll be the only one, but as I take a peanut, I notice someone else is as well. Bradley?
I'm not so good at doing laundry.
And that's the end of the first round. Linz and Alben are tied for last, with having only 2 peanuts left. Nathaniel hasn't taken any peanuts at all. Alben and Linz exchange glances. This is where they wage war.
Yes. I have never spray painted my initials on the outer wall of a government building.
Now, when Alben said tagging,
Mm-hmm.
isn't that
Yes.
that is what he meant?
Yes.
She was so confused.
Tagging is a word in our universe, so I don't understand why she didn't know what that was.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's just the culture she grew up in, there wasn't tagging.
I mean, she did mention that her parents were immigrants, but I don't know that that means she would have never heard of it.
I mean, maybe just the people that she hangs out with, they don't do it. I mean,
Yeah, she might have lived in a nicer community, maybe.
I don't know. But in any case,
Yeah.
tagging, not sure why she didn't know what that was.
Right.
Anyway,
Alben takes a peanut.
I have never worn glasses.
Linz inclines his head and reaches for a candy. To my surprise, Nathaniel does as well. Do you have contacts?
No, when I was small, I used to borrow my father's reading glasses.
How cute. Linz and Alben are tied, each with one peanut remaining.
And so it falls to you to cast the deciding vote. Perhaps, however, I have never drunk absinthe.
Bradley looks confused. Linz and Alben sigh in unison and then turn on him.
No one's done that. Your turn. I have never ridden a horse.
Neither have I. I don't hate horses, but I've never found them as exciting as some girls do. Nathaniel takes a peanut, no surprise, so does Raphael. And so does Alben, losing the game. I didn't think you were the horsey type.
It wasn't my idea.
He stands up, abruptly kicking over the empty peanut dish.
This is a stupid game anyway.
Does that make you stupid for playing it?
Janet, don't.
I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to Alben.
Whoa. Things that change.
Yeah! I jab my finger in the latter's direction. You pick that up! Nathaniel frowns in concern and Raphael shrinks against Linz's arm as Alben, I guess Raphael moved, bends over to pick up the peanut dish she kicked.
Whatever. He listened though.
Yeah. I hop to my feet as well and collect the rest of the dishes, putting Alben's on top. Thanks. He stares at me without speaking and then walks away. The rest of us will clean up. I think that's the end of our evening. And therefore the end of our episode, I guess.
I'm sort of surprised that so much of that was actually new material.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was actually pretty decent.
Yeah, and that was an interesting sort of reaction. I like how we sort of got more interaction with Alben and that.
Wish there had been an explanation for that broken bone, but oh well.
Oh well. Well, anyway, we're going to end it here for now. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye guys.